I haven't checked the background or anything. I don't think lighting should be too bad, but I'm gonna play with it now. Hopefully we have audio, because I don't know if we have audio, and whatever's happening with the audio mixer, I don't even know. I don't even know. The audio mixer is normally it sits vertically. It's horizontal now. So that's how we're doing. And I need to fuck around with the lighting because I was late and probably should have not been late. Is that better? Move the blanket. Give me a second. I'm kidnapping the blanket. Hi, what's up? Hi Somatic. How are we doing? Also, water. I'm remembering these things on my own. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Hey, how are you doing? I am incredibly early from what my time usually is, mostly because I feel horribly stressed about everything else in my life, so I'm cutting into my dinner time to stream instead, because life feels like a dumpster fire. Wait a second. I'm also, like, really dehydrated, so yes. Ah, thanks, Nick. Thanks for subbing. I appreciate it. Feels really silly when you sub. Feels very silly when any of my mods sub. I feel like I should take care of that. Okay, this is going for. So can you make sure Peanut is on screen? I'm shiny hunting for a Bulbasaur. Sure. Okay, let's go get him. Where do I put him? Over here? Nope. Think you can still see him when you're over there. Think that should be good, and you can still see him if I wiggle over a bit. I think he's going to give you good luck. I trust in his ability to give you good luck. So how's everyone doing today? Because I feel like I'm on fire and I feel like I'm, part of a dumpster fire. So I'm assuming everyone else is going better than I am. Also, I still don't know how to fix the audio bar. I mean, I could send a photo. I don't know how to do this without, changing the... nope, shit. Shit. Can I take a photo and have someone else look for it, Google it? Pineapple, yeah. They're all in the background. Yes. I did pretty good on my assessment stuff today, even though I got 6 hours of sleep and left at 9:30. I like how even though is part of your, thing, even though I got 6 hours. I know a lot of people in chat right now who need 6 hours of sleep. Really happy that you're getting a lot of sleep, though. It's very important. What do you mean left at 9:30? How does that tie into everything? I'm a bit confused. You gotta catch me up. Hello, person who needs more than 3 hours of sleep. Why did you wake up at 2 a.m.? Waking up at 2 a.m. is awful and quite normal for you. If Shiny Bulbasaur happens to be male, by the way, I'll be nicknaming him Peanut. As you should. Also, I think Peanut is male, but I'm not sure. There's, if I flip Peanut upside down, there's a lack of anything. So, Peanut is vibes based. Been stuck doing my Chinese essay writing in Chinese for the past 2 hours and making notes for my Chinese classes. Did get to have ramen for late lunch though. That sounds really nice. I finished up work maybe an hour ago. It stretched out longer than it probably should have. And yes, it's 2 hours before usual. Are you talking about the stream being 2 hours before usual or when you wake up? Because I'm really sure that you don't wake up at 4 a.m. Also, hi Brian. How you going? We started the stream much earlier because I'm feeling stressed. I feel really stressed right now, so we're gonna try and get all my shit out of the way earlier. So yes, it's nice to see you. What's up? Not. You wake up at 4 a.m. and you're still at uni? Wait, right now? Please tell me you're watching this with headphones. I can't mentally deal with the idea that you're watching this without headphones. I think I'd throw myself into a lovely pile of pillows. Working on that. Oh, yes, you did forget to tell me about the thing, Jamie. By the way, I'm still waiting for the news. But yes, early is good because I'm going to bed early. Oh, you got a date tomorrow. Okay, can you tell me about it? Because that sounds really exciting. Also, I'm kind of nosy, you know? No, so you did. Jamie has something to tell me, and I'm assuming that he can't share on stream. However, he forgot about it, and I'm very sure he did forget about it. So yes, but yeah. What's SBR stand for? Is that JoJo related? I need all the tea. Yep. Thought so. Thought so. I'm trying to keep up with everything. I'm anime adjacent still because I personally don't consume a lot, so I'm very adjacent to it all. My therapist support. Oh, okay. I heard you talk about this sounds really self-conceited, but I heard you talked about me and your therapist appointment. I talked about you guys, and I called a few of you guys out and had a chat about Twitch and everything with my psych. It was kind of nice. Should watch more Ghibli movies. See, I'm really bad when it comes to movie watching. I have an opportunity to watch some movies tomorrow night. I am dyeing my hair tomorrow night. I Everything came in the mail today, so I'm really excited. I got a bunch of bleach, bunch of developer, and I'm gonna spend the night trying to split my hair in half so the blonde part stays blonde and the black part stays black. And I think I might watch some movies during it. Are you saying I should watch some Ghibli movies? Ghibli? Ghibli. I've had so many pronunciations. Also, what streak? What? Oh, 25 stream streak. So 25 stream streak. Roughly, wait, 25, 3, 8. So that's like 8 weeks, which is about 2 months. Oh shit, about 2 months. I should watch Free Run, but I'm so behind on everything and I feel very exhausted and overwhelmed. Although it turns out that it's not that my therapist changed clinic. She actually she opened her own clinic. Okay, firstly, that's kind of my goal. If I ever go into psychology, I want to open my own clinic. That's really good and like amazing for her. That's really good. Also, she charges you less, which is also like a massive benefit. Really? And what the fuck is that? Ew. That was disgusting. Some people are gross. It's very weird when I get you know how my chat is normally full of people who are nice and normal. It's really weird when I get like random chatters and it's like, ah yes, hello horny perverts. It feels quite weird to have every so often. Hi Endangered Donut, how you doing? Also, Jamie 50 streams 12 weeks, about 3 months. 3 months. I'll say, hey, what's up? Yeah, sometimes do be like that. It does. Like, I'm trying not to give myself more anxiety about being on the internet with everything else that's been happening lately. So, it having random people like that does not help, but it's kind of my fault for being on the internet in the first place. You saw my clone today. You gotta tell me about that. Because I have a friend who, what was it? It's been a few times. I've had a few friends be like, "Oh my god, I thought I saw you," but it was another Asian girl with hair with hair who looked exactly like you. It's also happened with random strangers, where I've had random strangers like run up to me in public places, and I've had a few who like they're women, so it was okay. Who've run up to me, given me a hug, and I had one pick me up because they thought I was someone else, and I like shat myself mentally. It was not fun whatsoever. It was not fun at all. But yes. Short Asian lady. You gotta get more specific because if it's just literally short Asian lady, I think I might pick you up and throw you because there's so many other short Asian women, you know. But yes, what is it? I was reading something and I got distracted. No, I think I'm up to date with everything. This is really weird. It's really weird to be up to date with chat. No, she had similar facial structure to you, like the eyes. Oh, so in other words, I'm hearing she was really pretty. Sorry, I fear my fear of the internet and my ego flip flop between the two. So you'll be hearing about that a lot. I am locked in today. Also because I haven't squirreled to my own conversation yet. I haven't got much to say realistically. I'm just here. Oh, never mind. Can't comment on that. I rescind, recline. No, rescind. No, rescind my comments. Wait, maybe we'll write the situation in DMs. I would love to know the situation in DMs, by the way. Technically I could have siblings. I am adopted, so hypothetically there could be more of me out there. Hypothetically. Technically, yeah, exactly. Technically I could have a sibling. We wouldn't know, which I think is actually quite interesting. It's actually quite weird as well. Like, knowing that I know that autism is somewhat genetic, so it's very interesting to think that like my birth mother or birth father hypothetically also could have autism. How's the study going? It's not going. That's a lie. I worked through the last of my textbook today. In terms of next week. I also started doing my stuff for my not started. I'm midway through my stuff for my midterm. So my midterm is focusing on my second week and second week to fourth week labs, and I'm actually getting a hold of it, getting a hang of it. It's much easier than I thought. I feel like when you're sitting in class and you're panicking over like what you're doing and you don't know what's happening, it's easy to feel like shit, it's really difficult. And then you sit down after and you look at everything after and you're like, wait, this was quite easy. So that's what I'm currently going through. Had a bit of different complexion, but that could be tanning. I was actually talking to someone about this the other day. I tan really, really dark, but I don't see the light a lot. So when I was younger, you'll see photos of me when I was younger where I'm really, really tanned. But because I don't go outside as much as I probably should, I'm not that tan these days. I'm kind of excited to take an exam after my equity plan and special treatment. Tell me about it. I heard that you were able to get that sorted. What does your plan look like? Is that too nosy to ask? Am I allowed to ask that? I'm not very sure, but yes. Probably need to have everything explained well and to look back over it when you do understand. See, I did my third week lab again. I just need to practice with the practice data, but I'm pretty sure I'm fine. And the theory for it should go swimmingly and quite smoothly. Oh, your aunt just called you? Oh, hi. Oh, shoot. Hi, how you doing? Sorry. Okay. Ali, may I ask what your aunt called you to talk to you about? I'm a bit curious. Also, I can tan pretty dark. I do have photos, but do I want to release my childhood photos on the internet? Not really. There's some photos where I look like a really cute kid, but others I just kind of look like a mess, you know? But yes. I like when you guys talk to each other and chat. It's really nice to see. It makes me really happy. So apparently she forgot to give me my gift money, so she wants to come around and give it to me. Oh, I'm gonna respond to Ali first. That's nice. How are you feeling? Because if it's for your birthday, Ali, that is quite late. Are you one of those people who are like, I like to know like who remembers for my birthday versus who doesn't, or are you like a I don't mind person? Because I have a few friends who like they mentally clock which people remember their birthdays and which people don't. I was one of those people this year, I feel. But yes, I'm doing pretty well, kind of. I woke up and studied. I did some work today, which was nice, and I got through that. And I have an intense need to clean. That's currently what's ongoing. I've started like fully cleaning out my bathroom, and now after the stream, I'm off to fully clean my bedroom and then study some more. I'm feeling. I don't know if it's like a good cleaning energy or a bad cleaning energy. I don't know if it's just me, but I assume it's like a general thing. But when you're really anxious and you just clean a lot? That's currently where I'm sitting with like everything. I'm in a cleaning mood. Giving you a heads up. I'm forgetting like next year. I'm forgetting like next year. What does that mean? What does I'm forgetting like next year? I nap for 4. I love people who nap. People who nap. I feel like we vibe on the same wavelength because, if you don't nap, it's very. I don't know. I feel very weird about people who don't nap or like people who can't nap because I've always been a natural napper. So the idea of someone who's like, yes, I just can't do it. I'm so confused by the concept of like, you just can't fall asleep wherever. She didn't give me anything for my birthday. This isn't. Oh, I see. Interesting. I'll say hello. Yeah, I feel the study thing. This is my first midterm ever, which feels really weird because how do I say this? Normally my courses just have an end of year exam and then participation, but the idea of having like a proper midterm feels a bit scary. And also it's application based, but it's a stats unit that we've mostly been doing online. So I like, on stats programs. So I'm very confused as to how they want us to do the application part of the exam if, midterm, whatever, if we can't use our computers. And if we can use our computers, does that mean it's essentially open book? I'm very confused by all of it. Also, napping is overrated. Bullshit. Bullshit. Oh, Nick is being called out. What is Nick? I'm forgetting like next week. I'm still confused. What does that mean? What does that mean? Yes, I'm also Unk apparently, so I also have to nap. I don't know, it gives me a very cathartic sense of joy. I had like a when you're talking to someone and you're like, yes, this is the correct amount of time to nap. I had a very awkward conversation with a friend. You know when there's tension between friends when you're disagreeing over something that's not even worth disagreeing over? I had like one of those kind of conversations with a friend. It was really awkward because we're talking about the appropriate time to nap. Um, I felt the tension in the air and I probably should have backed off. In my opinion, I do believe that, well, not in my opinion, this is what my psychiatrist told me. 20 minutes is apparently the optimal time to nap so you don't enter REM sleep. And yes, I was a bit too firm on that when I was having a conversation about that. Ugh, I don't really think about that. Like any woman in general with a good personality, humble, genuine, and their personality's personality. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What? I think Twitch I think I think my Twitch algorithm thinks I like Asians the most. Oh, see, I like how I can click. I wish I could just click on the chain to see the whole chain come up. And yeah, see, I'm already behind in chat. I'm already behind. Okay, where am I looking at? Okay. I'm so far. Okay, napping is over. Okay. I like naps, but they're always 40 minutes minimum. Napping gets addicting. I feel like, okay, napping occurs when I'm Napping just occurs when I'm really sad. Like during exam season, how I study is like I do like 90 minutes of study and then like a 20-minute break. And during that 20 minutes, I just nap and then I wake up again. I just do the cycle over and over. I feel like napping is something I associate with being sad or exhausted at least. But yes, check Discord for my special privileges. Oh shoot, the Discord window looks so weird right now because of how I've laid out Twitch. Can I like squeeze in? Okay, cool. Okay, can we move this over here? Oh, okay. I've several windows open for OBS. Hope that shut. I hope I do. I hope that by shutting that window, I don't nerf that. Nope. Oh crap. Okay. That can sit. Nope. There. Okay. Sorry. Crap. Damn it. Wait, stay. I just need everything to stay. I just want everything to stay. Anyway, I got sidetracked again. What is it? So, oh, interesting. Damn, Nick has better accommodations than I do. Low key, your uni's nicer than mine is. I just get access to sensory rooms and a few other things. God damn. But yes, most if not all my family members, excluding the people I live with, don't even give me a call on my birthday. Damn. Damn, Allie. Is birthdays not a big thing in your family? I feel like they kind of are for me, in my family. Are they not for you? I can nap. I'm just always so anxious and worried, so I struggle to relax and calm down enough to nap, excluding very few instances when I am able to relax or I passed out due to exhaustion. I also sent the first part of the situation. Jamie, I'm assuming that I can't read this out on stream, so I'm going to open your message, and Jesus, that's a lot of paragraphs, so I will wait until the next break to read it because I'm going to be respectful of you. Yes, Count Dracula, are you having Slay the Spiral withdrawals? Hello, Potato Wallpaper Girl. Hello. Hello to you, Hot Lies. How are you doing? These days, not cheating on tests is like, do this task with your eyes closed. I don't know. It depends what you consider like cheating on a test to be. I love naps. I took a nap. I took an hour nap myself, and I only got about 2 hours of sleep after you ended last night, and have been chugging coffee all day. God damn, girl, you need to sleep. See, maybe me streaming earlier is better for all of us because we can all get to bed earlier. I think that's better, in my opinion. I want to play it, but Shay needs me. I think that's more important than playing the game. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. I very much appreciate it. Don't worry, tonight will be a very short stream, so you can get back to that because I need to study and clean. Also, I love you guys so much. I like your interactions. Danger Donut saying Nick is so cute just makes me so happy. But yes, I'm so far back that Noodles may have already like left uni or not. As in, you slept only 2 hours last night. I wouldn't be surprised if Ali only slept 2 hours, to be completely honest. I was referring to napping discussion in Discord. Oh. Also, what kind of umbrella is $50? Is it gold plated? I believe the umbrella fund is for me and one of my mods, because one of my mods also needs an umbrella. But the thing is, like, it's less compelling to say like Shay and Shay's mod umbrella fund. So hence that is what we're doing. But yes, indeed. I didn't realize that I didn't realize that so many people can't nap. I didn't realize it was a big thing. Napping has always been something that I can just do, and the idea that people can't do it is kind of trippy. Okay, wait, let's have a look. What is this? Ooh. Okay, so oh, you guys are talking about an upcoming con. Yeah, I'm not attending that because I have too much shit on my plate. I have a cosplay. I have several cosplays I could go in that I wouldn't even have to be required to sew for. But the most of the problem for the con attendance is how do I say this? It's mostly because of the time thing. But yes. Also, how long have you been at uni, Noodles? Perhaps you should go home. Being home is good. Being home is healthy. Being home is home. I wish I could transfer the ability, my guy. Napping is magical. I think if I could transfer the ability to other people to nap, if I had a superpower, that's what it would be. Oh yes, I've. What's your uni sensory rooms like? If you go to your uni sensory room sometime, can you send me a photo? Because I really like my uni sensory room. It's kind of really vibey, except like, how do I put this? They've got this couch in the sensory room that's not a couch. It looks like, you know, alternative couches. This couch is alternative because it's like a bunch of like squares, right? They're like squares stacked on top of each other in like different patterns. Think of a topological map, and we have a couch like that, but the squares aren't squishy and comfy. They're solid and they're stacked on top of each other and they're bolted together so you can't move it. And the thing is, because it's like a topographical map where like some parts are higher than others and there's like a dip here and or whatever there, it's the worst thing to sit on and it's the most uncomfortable thing ever. I have beef against that couch. Like at this point, I've been sitting on the goddamn beanbags. I was complaining about it a week or two ago, but the beanbags at uni, well, in the uni sensory rooms, firstly, I need a piece of paper. I have a lot of feelings about this beanbag. Let me also, while we're at it, I will also draw the couch I have an issue with. I'm gonna be really behind on the chat, by the way, but shit, I don't have a pen. Oh, I don't have a pen. Okay. I have glitter gel pens and oh, this one should work. As long as it's not dead. Okay, firstly, let me draw this godforsaken couch that makes me really upset. So it looks like this, and it's got like that, and it's just really makes me really upset for some reason. Give me a second. It's like it's so dumb. How do I draw this on a side view? I don't even know how to draw this on a side view. Just makes me really upset. Well, I'm gonna draw the beanbag while I'm at it. So like, it's like that. God, I'll show you the picture. Not the best looking thing ever. Okay, firstly, the beanbag. This is like the couch. It's a godforsaken couch and there's layers. And it's like really stiff, like cushion that's solid. And it's not smooth like layers, right? It's like really... God, they're really solid now. Also, the godforsaken beanbag. My problem is that whose ass is this shallow? It comes out a little more. Maybe I'm just, over-exaggerating how shallow it is. Realistically, it probably comes out a bit more. But it is the most uncomfortable thing to sit on. Because you're trying to figure out what angle to sit on it at. And, like, it's just not high enough for your back. And it's too long here. And then your other option is sitting on it like that. And that's just ridiculous and sad. I'm so sorry. Nick has awoken a lot of feelings about the goddamn uni sensory room and its choices of seating. Oh, I've missed 20 messages because I've been complaining about couches. Apologies. I actually really like the uni sensory room. They have dimmable lights in there, and the aircon is really cold in there as well. I just have beef with the seating. There is like a bench, so a built-in bench, so oh, it's been a while since I've drawn anything on stream. I actually have a proper setup that I can set up to draw things on stream now. It's just I've been lazy and haven't been bothered to set up anything. So they have like a bench seat set up in the thing. How do I draw this? God, I hate drawing. That's a lie. It's just really weird to draw sometimes. They have like a bench seat set up like up. This is awful. like here where it's like a built-in bed seat. It's really nice, that's really comfy, but when there's someone there, it's just a pain in the ass. Also, I do want to say that the sensory room has saved my devices more than once. They have chargers in the sensory room, and I feel like I hardly ever remember to charge my device, so that's really nice. Anyway, this is something that perturbs you. It does perturb me. Can I get a photo of this couch? Let me find a photo of this couch. It's the couch. I'm not even mad at the beanbags because the beanbags are somewhat pliable. I'm mad at the goddamn like couch situation because it's not even a couch. There it is. I found it. I think you guys already kind of know what uni I go to anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I show you a goddamn photo of this really dumb couch. Sorry, I have a lot of feelings. Let me have a look. Do we have any better images than this, like... Oh, this is such poor quality. Okay, I'm gonna click on this. Do you think if I, like, take a screenshot of the couch, I can send just... Where did they buy this fucking couch? I have a lot of feelings about this couch specifically. I'm so sorry. But yes, I'm very sorry. It has a layered lock, but yes, it does. It does. That's how I feel about it. And the stream room is kind of tidy. It's nice. It's tidy. It's tidy enough for what you guys see. Give me a second. This is bothering me. Okay. It's tidy enough for what you guys can see. I don't really mind how messy it is, given that you can't see what's happening on that end of the room, but yes. Locally here, I'm not sure if my uni has a sensory room, or at least I haven't been told about one. Ask about it, because there may be a sensory room. Also, hi to the 54 people watching me crash out about a lounge. But yes, fasting is a drag, but the fact I get $300 in gift money at the end also almost makes up for it. I think Shay gave up on reading all the messages because she skipped a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes. Chargers at 100. Yes, indeed. Okay, I'm looking for the picture. Give me a second. I don't know why the stream room is tidy. I think my mum came in and cleaned it, to be honest. I am very grateful. Okay, now let's find it. Now, where is this goddamn photo of this couch? There. This couch makes me upset. I'm gonna see if I can find out where they brought it from. Ooh, wait. Is this who... Oh, I just found who, like, masterminded the architecture of the new library at my uni. Oh. Wait. Can I just... I want to see how much they spent on this fucking couch, because I feel like this couch was a really dumb purchase, but that's just me. I will chuck a photo on the Discord, because this couch makes me feel a lot of feelings, and we all know at this point they're not positive. So, okay. Can I just... Okay. Yep. Okay. Photo dimensions. Photo dimensions. Let me show you this couch. It's not even what I drew, because I don't even remember how the couch looks. Also, who am I buying dinner for? I don't think I'm ever gonna go into the... You should go to the sensory rooms. They're normally empty and it's very safe in there. I don't think I have access to these rooms unless I sign up as a student with a disability or something along those lines. Usually. Does Noodles need money for dinner? How much do you need? Oh! Thank you for cleaning the stream room. I appreciate it. Get in line, guys. I believe I paid for Nick's ID more than what the ID actually was. So I believe that I have paid him at this point. Good job, Nine. I acknowledge you even if she won't. I don't remember what it looked like when it was messy. To be honest, I just thought it was just clean as is. I didn't think it was that bad prior, so it doesn't look that bad now. I feel like Nine is trying to subtly ask out Noodles to dinner. Like, you know, it's like, hey, need dinner? I'm not too far away. Maybe we could, you know, catch up. So that's how it's feeling. I gave you like an extra 25. Did I not send you like an extra 25 or 30? Because I swear I did. Because you had the issue with the Uber, and then after that, the ID issue came up, so I just sent you the extra money for that. I thought I sent you like around 75 in the end. Did I not? Because I thought I did. But yes, what was I saying? Back to the couch situation. Give me a second. Take my service is so horrible. Yes, I did, Nick. I think I paid you enough in terms of how do I say this? Um what is it? Modding? For modding? Shay, there was shoot. Mm. 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 You guys can't see under my desk, so it doesn't really matter if it's clean. I call upon the EP Peanut, grant me thou luck. I'm at 1,964 soft resets, and 64 seems to be a lucky end number, so when I shine. Seems to be a lucky end number when I shiny hunt, so are you real? I am real. Hello. Okay, okay, I'm so sorry about crashing out over this couch. And the fact that I can't find this couch is bothering me. So we're going to reverse image search where this couch was from because I'm feeling a lot of feelings still. Anyway, so we're going back to Google. This is what I thought the couch looks like, but it apparently looks different to this. I'm going to find how much this couch is worth, and then I'm going to tell you. Found it! Oh. Fucking dumb. Okay, this is what the couch is called. The Tappers modular seating and reconfigure multi-space couch. I'm sending. Oh my god! Even it's on Instagram. Okay, I'm sending you guys a photo of the couch at my uni because it upsets me greatly. I will put it on the Discord. So yes. Shay watched me walk into the stream room and was looking at and talking to me as I carried stuff past her, and she still didn't realize I cleaned the room. I did not. But yes. What can you do? I don't know. I don't know. I just thought you kind of spawned with some of my dirty laundry. I was like, yeah, that's okay. Do what you will. I'm not at a place where I can be like, no, don't clean my dirty laundry for me, or no, don't put that away from me. Also, I don't think I'm going to go into my unisex room. I can't sit here and judge you because that's rude and offensive. But I'm going to sit here and tilt my head and look at you very curiously. I believe that if there is any safe place to be at a uni, it is the uni sensory room. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I believe that Noodles and Nine are not going out tonight, but I did hear I've heard wind that they're going out for dinner tomorrow night. I hope they update the Discord on how it goes. I very much would like to see who's pulling out whose chair. It's very important. My safe space is in Office 2. Where is Office 2? Clean your dirty laundry for you. Seems like you're in need of a maid, Shay. And I make one cute as fuck maid. See, I just need someone who's able to just help me move things. Like, I know how to put the washing machine on. I just need someone to help me move things and organize things. But yes, safest place is probably my room or where I live. For you? Or like for Nick? Because I'm talking about Nick in particular. Hold up, guys. I gotta put my clothes in the dryer. Wait for me. This is really topical. Girl, my loneliness is quite literally crippling at this point. If I'm at uni, I feel completely alone and anxious. I try to leave as soon as possible. It has a couch. Wait, is that the really cool office with all the engineers in it? That sounds really dumb when I say it like that, but you know what I mean. I mean, I believe, what is it? Yes, I believe they could jump scare me, which would not be fun. Give me a second. I'm sending a photo of this goddamn couch to the general. This is the couch that is upsetting to me. Wait, give me a second. Is it bad that, like, I'm one of those people who don't like the image formatting where it looks like it cuts off part of the image? It's very upsetting to me. So I'm gonna just send, like, one image at a time so you can look at the goddamn couch in all its glory. Tell me this doesn't look uncomfortable. Also, I do want to say they've rearranged the couch, so the couch isn't like this weird facing thing. It's just along one wall, and it makes me very upset. So yes, that is a weird couch, and it looks like a topographic map, and it's also the worst thing to sit on. Unless you're sitting on the bottom layer and leaning at the top, it's the most fucking uncomfortable couch ever. It makes me very upset. It does scream back issues. Thank you. So yes, also at my uni, there's like a, what is it? I believe there's meant to be like a high and low stimuli sensory room. So I believe this is the low stimuli sensory room. I don't know what the high stimuli sensory room looks like. I'm assuming it's just full of bright colors. I am not one to go into the high, stimulus one. But I'm gonna nose around and see if it's a thing, because I think that's what it's supposed to be. Also, hey, what's up? We're talking about really dumb looking couches on the Discord because it's very upsetting to me. But yes, it does make me uncomfortable to look at as well. It's a nice room, it's just really, it's like better furniture choices, people. So yes. Wait, I'm gonna stalk through Nick's uni. I know when Nick goes to uni, so let's have a look at this. Nick's sense. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the sensory room. At Nick's uni. Oh, okay. So they opened on the 9th of October 2025, and they look kind of mediocre. It actually looks quite comfortable, but I don't know. Okay, when I look at this room, it reminds me of like a classroom. Let's have a look what they have ongoing. Okay. Temporary. Okay, so this is when it was a pilot. Okay, so this is when it was a pilot program. Let's have a look. 2026. So it was. Okay, so they've changed the lighting. Interesting. Interesting. Personally, it's not my cup of tea in terms of sensory room, but I'm not mad at it conceptually. So yes. Yeah, it does look like a shitty rock garden. Thank you. It looks like someone had a really good try at like making like, oh, I'm gonna make like a really like relaxing aesthetic garden, and they fucked around and found that. Surely the high See, I couldn't tell you. I honestly couldn't tell you what it looks like, but yes. I don't even know what it looks like. I remember seeing a survey of what would be helpful last year. Why does Discord ask to record keystrokes of all applications? I don't know. I'm not, to I'm not up to date with Discord, so I'd be the last person who would be able to tell you that, to be honest. So yes, there's a stream fund to get an umbrella. There is. This is my appeal to get an umbrella for myself and my lovely moderator Nick. Yes. Why is it so high and expensive? Mostly because Jamie recommended me an umbrella via Amazon, and that is like a decently priced umbrella. Hence, it's so high. I also think it's funny that we're fundraising for an umbrella. So yes, that is why we have an umbrella stream fund. It's like 20 exactly. So me and Nick get a decent umbrella. Hey, why can't I have like a really dumbly expensive umbrella? Why can't I treat myself? I believe you should talk to Jamie about that. Jamie, why is this umbrella so expensive yet so amazing? I believe Noodles, he doesn't trust the dumbly expensive umbrella, and I think you should tell him why we should trust the dumbly expensive umbrella. Also, can I talk about this makeup brush real quick? It's not sharp. Do I have to do like the makeup guru thing? Like you shove your hand behind it. It's like fully circular, but it's like still brush bristles. I think it's really cool. And I don't know, from a sensory perspective, it feels great. I found with certain people, sensory wise, some of the like in terms of neurodivergence, I find some of them can really like they really like the feeling of makeup brushes, and other people just really don't. To me, it just kind of reminds me of my cat in like a weird way. Like if I condense my cat down to an object, I feel like it would be a makeup brush because it's like kind of furry and soft. But yes. I will not lose it. I believe I will carabiner it to the inside part of my backpack. It will be fine. Nick, can I please get a little context for that message, please, sweetie? That doesn't seem the most appropriate. Jamie, would you like to drop the umbrella? Would you like to drop the umbrella from Amazon that you sent me into the Discord so people can have a look at this umbrella? Maybe I should put it on my goddamn throne. I think that'd be very funny if someone brought me an umbrella. It's UV, wind resistant, and quite big despite being a folding umbrella and not a parasol. See? Can we not understand why this umbrella is good? Also, UV resistant. I've been complaining about the sun recently. I need a UV resistant umbrella. And I think Nick deserves a nice umbrella too. You know? Ooh, 3 stream streak. So that's about a week, right? Okay. No, okay. If the umbrella is wet, I'll carabiner it to the outside of my bag. It can just dangle. It's like when you're on a Oh, okay. I see what you're getting at. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I look at the Discord and come back, and this is the first message. Context. See, I didn't even have the context. He just shoved the "I like vibrating" message in the chat. No, I believe he's referring to "I like sitting on the bus." You know what's shaking, like that feeling. But yes, bus vibrations. They do feel nice. Help with zoning out. It's bad for the fabric. Also, interesting. Because the kinky fella, I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't either, to be honest. But yes. I do appreciate this conversation topic. I think it is quite funny. I don't find it relaxing. The only time I find any form of like vibration relaxing is like a cat purring. Like, you know when cats sit on you and then they purr and they like, you can feel them like shake a bit? That's comforting. But other than that, sometimes I put my Xbox controller on the back of my neck and the vibrations help me relax. Interesting. When I put my character in low health mode. Nice to know. I don't know, it doesn't appeal to me, but I can get how it's appealing, you know? You know. But yes, also, we're waiting for this umbrella to drop into the Discord. So what's happening in the fashion channel? I genuinely regret not buying a pair of pants while I was in Japan. It's getting to the point where I'm asking people who are going there. I love that so much. I love the use of hi genuinely. Can we please make that a thing with low genuinely? Cat's purring and sitting on your lap. That does feel nice. And it makes me happy that the cat is happy. See, I have a cat that doesn't really sit on top of people. He doesn't really like the commitment of sitting on top of people. What he does is he sits half his butt on the armchair of the couch, and then the other half he puts his paws on other people. He does not sit on people fully. I like putting my teeth close enough together on the bus so when it vibrates my body, it vibrates my body so that they continually clatter together. Why do I feel like this is like your way of trying to get some form of like contact from the universe? You know? Ty and Natty are doing well. Thank you for asking. That's probably not good for my teeth. Possibly not. I find exhaust vibrations relaxing. Interesting. My favorite relaxing vibrations are vibrating airways when I listen to music. Arguably, I would agree. Currently, I've been struggling to listen to music because I've been getting to the point where like everything reminds me of particular things and it's not fun. So I've kind of returned back to my K-pop era. Also, BTS released their new album today. Has anyone listened to it? Do we have opinions? I'm at 2,000 soft resets, which means I'm officially at 1,000 encounters per game. God damn, girl. What do you mean contact from the universe? I mean, like, if you can't get physical contact, you're trying to get, like, a physical reassurance or just some form of, like, contact from the universe. In this case, it's a bus, if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. I'm not saying, like, crazy lazy. Literally. I don't listen to BTS, I won't lie. Okay, so, if you want to like dip your toes into BTS and you're nosy about what I like, I have a playlist of BTS songs that I like in particular. I found that I like exclusively their 2017 to 2020 music, and anything beyond that or outside that I just don't listen to. I like the second part of the album more. I haven't listened to all the new album yet, but I have a rough idea of what it will sound like sonically, and I don't think it's going to be my cup of tea, but just because it's not my cup of tea, I don't think it's a bad album. I'm practically a full-on girl group stan, as you should be. What's your favorite girl group? I'm a New Jeans stan, but that's currently going to shit right now. I really like Twice. I like the soft, like girly pop energy of Twice. I could not get into that. I could not get into Blackpink. And what else? Other groups. Red Velvet, I listened to a little of them. Le Sserafim, just a little. Le Sserafim's music, more debut, I liked a bit more. And who else? IVE. I listened to a bit of IVE as well. I genuinely just like all vibrations. I used to sit on the washing machine when it shook violently so my body vibrated. Maybe you do need a hug. The BTS new album isn't too bad. Some songs are like, okay, others weren't bad. One of the songs is basically silence. Number 29, I think it is. I feel like I was watching a video and like, oh my god, like Twice has died recently. Like they've fallen off. Like I don't think Twice has fallen off. I just think they're just not like the shiny, like newest K-pop group, right? So that's why everyone's like, not like as obsessed as they used to be. And I think that the people who are obsessed with Twice still are a bit older, so they're not like sitting online 24/7 yapping about it. You know? But yes, I do like Ives music. I will say I haven't been listening to their music lately. I still sit in like, yes, when I listen to K-pop, I'm sitting in the era of like 2020 to around like 2024. I'm still sitting in that era. I haven't really been reaching out to new groups. I have been listening to a little bit of Illit, but that's because Noodles has been influencing me. That's not by my own my own preferences. A bit of Hearts to Hearts has also come up recently. I'm really pissed off that what is it? Which group was it? Shit. Fuck. What group was it? They had a massive scandal. Shoot. And there was this group and I think they would have been like the new 5th gen leaders, but they had a massive racism scandal and I won't listen to any of their music anymore, which sucks because they had a few bangers. I really thought they would be like the new 5th gen leaders. Kiss of Life? Kiss of Life. Twice has been cooking. Twice's solos in my room and me, both of them are my favorite solos. J1 Supremacy. I haven't been listening to Meow. Has anyone been getting into Baby Monster recently in terms of like their music? Because I feel like I haven't seen a lot on them. Also All Day Project, I just can't stomach their music, no offense, but it's just not for me and that's kind of okay, I suppose. I got tabs, so I still count as a viewer. I got tabs, so I still count as a viewer because I got a support still. Thank you. I haven't, Death from Fish, I still haven't gotten like a proper name to call them. Kiss of Life, yeah. See, okay. I feel like they didn't get cancelled. I feel like groups like All Day Project won't get as cancelled as hard as Kiss of Life, mostly because of their different audiences. I feel like All Day Project is trying to appeal to the more Korean audience, whereas Kiss of Life appealed to a more international audience. And because the international audience holds, things like racism at a much higher standard, they got cancelled very cleanly. Whereas All Day Project, I believe they're cancelled in the West, in a Western sense, but I don't think they're cancelled in a Korean sense. I heard they're still quite popular in Korea, Look at the emote. What am I looking at? I'm so confused. Also 50/50. Okay, so as someone mentioned 50/50, I will say that I loved the first generation of 50/50. Like, I know when Cupid popped off, that was great and all, but like Cupid is not the song that has my heart. From their first album, I believe, what was it called? The 50. I really enjoyed Higher, Loving Me, and there was one more, Tell Me. Those were really good songs. It's kind of a pity that only like Cupid popped off, and then like after 3 of the members left, they put in 4 new members, and I don't think they're gonna pop off again to like the level of like Cupid ever will, because I think that was like a really rare success point. I think that their company thought that, hey, if we continue the group onwards and just change out the members, they'll have the same amount of commercial success, but realistically, I don't think that was going to happen anyway. Also, I did wash the top half of my hair, but my hair just does not look like it's hairing. So yes. See, I didn't add hot sauce to my Insta story. That was Noodles' Insta story. Don't even get me started on fucking Insta stories. I swear Insta stories have like destroyed my life today. Oh, I see. Tell Me is peak. Thank you. Someone else who understands Tell Me is peak. But yes. Okay, Fromis 9, I have a few of their songs, and a lot of their songs scratch my ears in the right way. Oh, talking about songs and groups that like scratch my earworm in the right way. Is that the term, earworm? STAYC. STAYC. A few of STAYC's songs just feel really good. Okay, so the Insta story of the food was I believe that was Noodles's, and then another one that was just my Insta story. I feel like we should change the stream title to how to accidentally soft launch your friends, because I accidentally soft launched one of my friends, Noodles. I soft launched him on my Insta story and I didn't even mean to. I just took a photo of myself. And the thing is, so we have lunch together because like he's really smart and he has like a lunch break during his like lab, right? And so I meet him in like his like scientific building, in his like lab building. We have lunch together and I like to spill the tea. I also like to flop on people, so like I have the habit of just like flopping and spilling tea, right? I had a friend message me and it was like, yes, did you get back with your ex again? Because they saw a hairy white guy and they're like, yes, that is who it is. Unfortunately not. Fortunately, unfortunately, don't know where I stand on that in this regard yet. It's a later problem. Anyway, what was my point? My point was I was lying on his lap and we're yapping about tea and we're talking about stuff. I was like, oh my god, just let me take a photo of myself. Because normally I steal his like safety glass and I take a photo because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so cool and stuff. I'm very silly about it. They take a selfie, I'm like, wow, this is a good photo. And I end up posting the selfie on my story and like, you know, he's eating his lunch and his hands are in the way, but I'm not gonna be like, move your hands, I need a better selfie right now. So like his hands are just there. I didn't realize that's what people consider a soft launch. It's like, oh my god, there's hands. It probably doesn't help that I'm a very like comfortable person with other people. But yeah, that was a lot. I can't believe that was the thing that like made my life like flop over for a bit. But yes. You should listen to the newer albums, I should. Send me Rex. Send me Rex. But yes, Triple S also had some bangers last year. Send Rex. I have a Discord server for I don't even know. Discord's okay, so chat is normally on that side, right? So Discord is probably like over there. The Discord link. Click on it. Go to the music channel and can people add K-pop Rex? Because low-key I would be very down if someone made a playlist or something. But yes. No, I don't soft launch my friendships. It's just I take photos that look like soft launches. I also do friend group, like I do friend photo dumps. Like if I'm hanging out with someone, I have like one friend who's just really like, don't take photos of me, right? So I don't take photos when I hang out with them. But when we hang out as a trio and I'm like only allowed to take photos of one of my friends, it just looks like, oh, I'm doing a friend photo dump of them. It's just a lot. So yes. Anyway. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a lot of feelings. But yes. Oh, NMIX. I'm happy that NMIX popped off. I feel like it was way too late. With Blue Valentine, like, I'm very happy they got their flowers, but I really do think they should have gotten them earlier, if you know what I mean. But yes, any photo / story that is posted that has another person in it even slightly could be considered a soft launch. I'm done. I'm done with this bullshit. I'm done with social media politics. Oh my god. I sound like when an influencer gets cancelled. Like, I'm done with it. I'm done with everyone's, like, social media politics. I just want to post photos of my friends. I'm sorry that my friends are hairy white guys. I'm so sorry. Oh god, that also sounds like an influencer who's apologizing, but they're not very sorry. Also, Triple S is elite. Never posting again. I fear Noodles got off on the more traumatized end than I did. He messaged one of his friends messaged him about it, and I feel like he needs a big fat hug because what is it? She was a bit harsh to him. Like, I forget that with male and female friendships there are different boundaries that exist. I grew up with mostly female friends, so with the male friends I'm now getting, I just kind of treat them like women. And I am sorely realizing I can't do that. And I believe Noodles is on the same page of all friends, I just kind of treat them the same. I feel bad for him. He got like berated by that. It was just a mess. But yes, give me a second. Ooh, I got a playlist. Oh, wait, I got a playlist. I got a playlist from JB. Thank you so much. I'm got it congested in the nose, by the way. So every time I stop, it's like, let's breathe for a second. Let's breathe. Not gonna lie, I was gonna post a pic of Shay to my story one time, but if I did, I would have gotten a lot of DMs about it. I feel like every time I post all my friends now, I need a preface like, I'm not dating them. Or like, this is platonic. Or just felt cute, wanted to post a pic. I need something to like, I'm feeling feelings about it. I'm happy I don't use social media. Also, not all your friends are hairy guys. Some of them are Sasquatch women. I know. And I'm appreciative of the women. In my mind, because I'm not straight, like, it's the whole thing of like, oh, like you could date your male friends. I could date my female friends. If I could date my female friends, I would. I found out that one of my female friends, she's also not straight. She wouldn't date me because I'm not tall enough. I fit her box of hot Asian women, but I'm not tall enough for her. So apparently we can't be together because I'm not tall enough to fit her hot Asian woman dreams. Apparently I need to be Noodles' height. And clearly I'm not growing a few inches anytime soon. Me when I'm A-Roes. I'm not even hairy, I don't think. I'm not hairy, nor am I white. I remember I posted a story with a girlfriend of mine, and I don't think I got that many DMs before that day. You also fill my box of hot Asian women, but I'm a bit older with it. It's okay, girly. I can give you a hug instead. I don't need to romance the pants off you. We can just be friends. So yes. That's how my life has been going. I accidentally soft launched noodles. I had a conversation with, you know, like an enemy of your enemy is your friend. One of my exes, like past adversaries, reached out to me and messaged me, and they're like, "Oh, you're not with your ex anymore? Like, what happened?" And like that was a weird conversation to have today. But low key, she's really nice, and I probably should befriend her. Not because she's the like she doesn't like my ex. I think I should befriend her because we have a lot of the same interests. But yes, um, you're not that old. I usually post one of my friends. That's a girl. That's a girl. I noticed certain people unfollowing me. God damn. Jeez, you moved on quick. Thanks, young whippersnapper. Hello, Australian. Hello, Supreme Shrimp. How may I help you? I want to call you Prawn because I think that's funny because prawns are just Australian. But yes, that's what I think would happen to me. I don't really have any friends right now. I'd be getting DMs from people I haven't talked to since high school. I love having your stream on while I'm gaming so I can listen to your wild yaps in the background. It's great. I know. But yes, what was my crash out about recently? My most recent crash out was because you know, with Noodles, he has another girl best friend, and it's important that I gain her approval. So the fact that she was upset by the story really I know it shouldn't have hurt my feelings, but it did. Like when I have friends and they have other women in their lives, it's very important that I gain the approval of all the other women. Hence, I feel like I fucked up a little, Low key soft launched all my friends, keeps people guessing. I think that's what I'm gonna do these days with all the shit that's following me around. I'm just gonna like keep soft launching all my friends. I've got a thing with a friend this weekend and I'm gonna like soft launch her. I think it's gonna be very fun. But yes, I think prawn people would mistake for food and shrimp is pet. No, I'm Australian, so you're not a shrimp, you're a prawn. Can I slide into the DMs? You can have a shot at it. My Insta DMs are open. 2 minutes till break. Oh, I forgot about the break, by the way. I'm joking, I'm not funny. What is soft launching? Soft launching is a goddamn social media thing. Also, I was wondering if Nick has changed the title to like how to soft launch your bestie. Something dumb like that. Make it clickbaity just a little. What is it? Is that why you're intrigued by the girl I know? No, it's not. That is not why. I'm just nosy. Okay. Self-launching is the idea of on social media when you're posting, it's like, oh, you're alluding to being with someone. Like, oh, you posted where there's like a silhouette of another person. Oh, you posted and there's two wine glasses. Or like, oh, you posted and there's a hand beside your hand. It's like you're alluding. Like, I'm not available anymore. I'm seeing someone. But it's like I'm trying to be private and nonchalant. Hard launching is when you're like, there's a photo of their face and we're together and I've tagged them. That's a hard launch. Soft launching is really stupid. Yeah, I think that too. I think that too. I think conceptually, all of it is quite dumb, but that's just me. Also, it is break time, so I'll see everyone in about 3 minutes. Give me a second. Where's the be right back thingy? I believe I'm on time. I think I'm on time. I made the eyeliner different. I don't know if anyone can actually genuinely tell, but I did change the eyeliner. Oh, hydrate. Okay. Hello. I am 17 seconds early. Did I know that I was going to be 17 seconds early? I did not. Do I secretly want to run back into the bathroom so I can get my eyeliner so I can fix it so it looks better for camera purposes? I really do, but I won't. Anyway, how are you all doing? Is a cat of nine tails? I am missing so much. What did I miss? What did I miss? Okay. That was such a sudden break. Okay. Why would you ever hint you like... Wait. Why would you ever hint you have a partner? That was such a sudden ad break. No, I ad break at every top of the hour. So it was just like 7 p.m. for me, so I ad break then. And then, you know, when it's gonna be 8 p.m. Oh, ad break then, and then like so on and so on and so on. Stream will be short tonight, so it's only going to be 2 hours, but we're here nonetheless. So yes, who cares? Girl doesn't even use her stream deck. I heard that mouse click. I don't even know where it is. Wait, I believe it's over there. Give me a second, let me go get it. It's because I need a longer extension cord for it. Okay, so this is my child. It's one of the first things I brought when I was like, I'm gonna stream. I brought it. And it's got a really short cord. My PC is about a meter from me. This cord's probably only like half a meter max. So, you know, I can't do much with it when it's so far away. I can have a shot at plugging it in, but it'll just be all the way over here, and I just kind of want to sit right here for my convenience. I can try plug it in. We'll have a shot at plugging it in, but like, you know, just say you have one. If I post a photo of 2 drink glasses, then I probably drank both glasses. Why would I soft launch? I too think I heard that mouse click, a very distinct mouse click. You don't have a 2023 badge. What kind of hint it that I'm not sneak dissing BRB? I'm so confused. But yes, I am 17 seconds early. Also, I didn't have a timer. I just kind of guessed. I was like, oh, yes. But yes, it's 7 a.m. for me. Oh, it's like 7 p.m. for me. Oh, so we're ending at 8. Yes, I believe I'm ending at 8. I packed the stream deck anyway, because you told me to. Your PC is really far. It is very, very far. And I do need an umbrella. It's a very dumb thing, but I do. It's not a dumb thing. It's not dumb to need an umbrella. I just need the motivation to get one. Oh, wait, I don't have it. The back of my PC only has one USB-C port, which means if I want to plug this guy in, I've got a lot of high Q figures. It's really cute. If I want to plug the stream deck in, it's in. Is it awake? Is it alive? Okay, it's awake and alive, but like I have to. It won't even get to the point of sitting on my desk. I'm gonna stack it on some Lego boxes. You know? Oh God. Not even religious. But still, I'm gonna complain to it anyway. It, him, them, they. I can't tell you. Okay, I've got the stream deck set up. It is all the way over there. So you're not gonna hear the dramatic like. Let me test this. Be right back. You're not gonna hear that mouse click, but you're also gonna have my arm lean all the way over that way. I do have an extension thing, I think. But it's like a. You know where it's like you shove one port in, it has like 4 extra ports. It's that. That's all I have. So I think we're just going to keep using the mouse. I think there's nothing wrong with it. But yes, the motivation to get one being Twitch donations. It is. I will not buy my own umbrella at this point. There are dumb things that I won't buy for myself, and I fear an umbrella is one of them. She needs a spare umbrella. She has one already, just can't be bothered getting it out of the cupboard. Well, the thing is, I think I have one in the cupboard. I don't know 100%. I just think there's one in the cupboard. It's an I think type of energy. I'll assume you have an extremely long arm. I feel like when you sit here and I'm just stick out my arm like this, it looks really freakishly long proportionally, but we're humans and that's just kind of our wingspan. Ew, look, there's little, I don't know if that's muscle definition or just a lack of fat at this point. Probably a lack of fat. Why not check the cupboard? because I'm short and I do not want to dig through every other thing in my life that sits back there. She confirmed, not in the cupboard. Yeah, it looks nice and long. I don't need an umbrella. I just skip going to uni if it's raining or I walk through the rain. That sounds sus. My bad. There's nothing wrong with it. My arm is great. It's magical. It's magical. It's magical. I don't think anything is sus about my arm. Give me a second. Also, I recently found out the social connotation of telling someone like I know is like negative. Like if you tell someone like I know, like let me write this in the chat. Let me write this in the chat. I feel like every time like someone tells me something and I say I know, like people have a thing of like I know. It's like a but I use I know to like acknowledge that like yeah, I already know this thing. But I feel like when you write it like that, it seems like you're being kind of an asshole, you know? No, no, I was talking to someone about it today and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like I didn't mean to like tell you what to do." And I was like, "No, no, it's just that I know this already." And she's like, "Oh, I felt really bad." I know it's like, "Yes, shut up. I don't care." I think it's quite interesting how some people pick up on some social signals and some of them just completely go over their head. I can't talk about it because I'm in that same boat, but I think it's very interesting indeed. Well, I guess I'm an asshole because of I know. It depends on the people. It depends on the people you talk to and how they're socialized, in my opinion. Yes, I do know that I always say I know to you. Indeed. Indeed, it happens to a lot of people. I fear to me and I know is just like a, yep, I know that thing already, not meant to be like a I know type of thing, you know? It's not meant to be like a condescending arsehole type of thing. It's meant to be like a I know, thank you for notifying me type of thing. There's only one person who says I know. Hmm? I've been informed that I'm going to die next year. Why are you going to die next year, sweetie? Do tell. I had to explain a lot of social signals and the meaning behind phrases to you, Shay. Sigh. I'm sorry that some things just don't compute because I've never had to compute them before. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. The price of a high earning potential. I believe you will be okay. Have you failed a unit yet or not? Just out of curiosity, I believe you've passed all your units, so I believe the streak will continue onwards. I'm so sorry. That sounds awful. They're the two hardest in the degree. Do you think you're ever going to have to repeat them again? Do you think it's going to be like a, I'm not going to pass the first time round, I'm going to have to repeat it? I think it sounds horrific, the idea of having to repeat a unit and being like, yes, I remember studying for this, and yes, like I remember getting like a 64 for this like report and blah 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 blah. I feel like reliving a unit would be horrible. Also, I've just realized I can use makeup on paper. I'm gonna sit here and kind of like paint for the time being. It's very interesting. I see why you wouldn't use a powder on like a more paper-based thing. I suppose that pastels are kind of similar, like chalk pastels kind of have the same energy of what I'm currently working with. It's just very weird, I will say that. 100 is a small grocery shop now and 250 is a medium. Like, where are we headed? I don't know. What is it? The middle class? Like, I googled into the middle class recently and I fear living like a like comfortable middle class life right now is also moving out of reach, which is terrifying. I failed a unit but I never had to repeat because they took it out of my degree. God damn. How did you just realize that? How did I just realize what? I may be here for 7 years. Don't worry, girl. I'm gonna be there for 7 years as well. Yeah. Yeah. I I feel terrified. Like at this point, I don't think I'm ever going to move out until I'm like 30 at this point. I don't think my parents want me to move out. So that's a win for them, but it's not so much a win for me. I would happily move out if I could and had the life skills to do so, but unfortunately I have neither. But yes, are we getting robbed? Oh, it feels like, yeah, it does. I remember a TikTok from a while ago. There was like these two guys, and they're like encouraging people to shoplift at like Coles or Woolies in Australia, and like I thought that was so fucking funny conceptually that it's that bad and it's getting to the point of being normalized. And I feel like with like artificial inflation, I'm not surprised that we're getting to that point. Also, excuse me, give me a second. Hello. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Also, yes. Why not move into a share house with others? Because I function on a. What is that? Okay. Thank you for the non-alcoholic drink. I appreciate it. Thank you. We come bearing a non-alcoholic drink. I asked what is it, not because I thought it was alcoholic, it's just because I didn't see the drink. My father was just like, drink this. Thank you for the non-alcoholic drink. I probably won't be drinking that, but you know. The share house of a share house is great for Shay. What do you mean the share house of share house is great for Shay? Yes, it is a glass of Coke. Let's go, we gotta love protecting our liver. It looks like Ribena. I don't believe it's Ribena, I believe it's Coke. Let me have a taste. I think it's Coke Zero. It's got that taste. But yes, you made it sound like it was alcoholic. Oh, okay, no. See, because it's happened more often than not. My dad has like Jack Daniels and Coke, and like growing up, I wasn't allowed to drink Coke. I have no idea why, but my mum made it a rule like you are not to drink Coke. So every time my dad would drink Coke, I would like sneak a little sip of it. But there was a good chance that in the Coke there was like some form of alcohol in it, and it has happened more than once. So like I'm very skeptical of taking Cokes off my father because it's like, is this alcoholic? Like it's happened more often than not. And I'm very sensitive to the taste of alcohol, indeed. You'll just hole up. See, I can be quite sociable. I just know that the way I exist and the way I live isn't the most functional for other people. Hence, I don't think something like a share house is really a good option for me. You know? You know. Also, hi. Hi, Stefan. What's up? Jack and Coke is great. I also wasn't allowed to drink Coke. I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons either. Like, we had a lot of, like, arbitrary rules that weren't, like, strict rules. They were just rules. It's just like, you're not to do this. And, like, we never had a proper chat as to why. I can drink Coke now that I'm an adult and, you know what, I've been able to drink it for a while. It was just a thing growing up of, like, you're not to do this. I had no idea why. I've had Scotch and Coke, and that's the only thing I've had with Coke. I don't generally drink my alcohol with Coke or forms of soft drink. I get why people do, but I just don't. You know? I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob or The Simpsons growing up, I feel that. See, I was allowed to watch SpongeBob. I had a weird, not a weird obsession. I hadn't, nope, that sounds worse. I liked Gary the Snail a lot. Um, I I believe that has returned into my life because last Christmas I feel like everyone ran out of like ideas for Christmas presents, so I ended up getting a lot of Gary the Snail related things. I have a huge Gary the Snail plush now. It is magical and I absolutely adore it, but I'm very confused why everyone has suddenly brought back my hyperfixation from when I was 4. Also, posture check. Apologies. Apologies. I'm sitting here and I'm just kind of doing stuff. But yes. Anyway, it's the sliminess. What's the sliminess? Historically, if you know me personally, I'm not a fan of slimy. Slimy makes me quite sad. It's a textual and sensory thing. It's only because I'm Catholic and those views didn't agree with. Oh, I see. Maybe it's all the Gary characters. I have no idea. I think it was just a very weird, like, hole in my life where we got to the point of Gary the Snail and Gary from Zootopia. I feel like, okay, I grew up disliking cats because everyone were like, oh my god, cats are so cold and they're so mean. But Gary the Snail was essentially SpongeBob's cat. And now I like cats, but it just took me forever to get there, you know? But yes. Also, the expensive stuff being really good, I will agree with that. Not in an alcohol way, in a makeup way. There are some makeup products you can get good dupes of, but what was it? Thursday morning, I like spent a solid like 30 minutes in a makeup store and I was just comparing the texture of a few products and I tried a few things on as well. I hate to say it that some of the expensive shit is that good and I see why it's expensive. What was it? I also recently brought some K18 for my hair because my hair is like fried and gross. Anyway, I'm at the point of it being really fried and gross, but I also don't want it falling off my head, right? So I ended up buying it. It is $114 for 15 mils. 50, 50? 50. No, 50? Yeah, 50 mils. And that is crazy expensive, $114 for 50 mils. It is magical. I see why it is. I see why people say it's like a holy grail. It's magical, and I hate the fact that it's magical because it's actually worth the money. So it's not like one of those products where it's like, oh my god, that's so expensive to justify. It's one of those products that is so expensive to justify, but it fucking works, which is very upsetting, you know? Yes, I did grow up disliking cats. And also, if you change your name to Gary, I don't think it would do anything. I don't think it would do anything for you at all, to be honest. What's happening in the mod channel? Thank you, Noodles, for notifying us that your bus is late. I'm so sorry, sweetie. So yes. I grew up thinking cats were the meanest animals ever. Because, like, I was scratched by a cat once. Like, I was 4 and the family cat scratched me. Turns out, my cousin made the cat hate small children growing up. Hence, the cat probably didn't like me too much either. So yes, I hold nothing against my previous cat at all. Also, I adore my 2 cats right now. Hence, yes, I'm very pro-cat right now. Cats aren't cold and mean, they're just very judgmental character. No, I think cats just have strong boundaries. And when you're, like, 4 years old and you're poking at a cat, it doesn't really compute, in my opinion. The most expensive thing I had was Scotch and Coke, but I forgot the brand, but I've never had anything better than that. Huskies are equally as judgmental and independent. Okay, tell me about Huskies. Tell me about Huskies. I've always wanted, like, a big fluffy dog, but also something about, like, a big fluffy dog being cat-like makes it even better. So yes, I like cats. It's just the feral cats, bad problem in Australia, are responsible for killing. Yes, I do agree with the native wildlife. I live in an area where native wildlife is very prevalent, and it's a very big thing for me to make sure that, like, our cats are indoor cats. Like, when we first were considering getting cats, like, you just had to have indoor cats. I wouldn't, be like, yes, parents, let's have cats in the household if they were outdoor cats because of all the native flora and fauna, you know? But yes. Hey, it's like, okay, you know when small kids get bitten by a dog and they get scared of dogs? That's what happened to me. Also, let's check what's happening in the moderator chat. Oh, apologies. Also, if I message stuff here in the mod chat, it doesn't need to be read out. Apologies. Apologies. Yes, it's not our fault. It's just been like this forever. I know. I just don't want to, like, contribute to it. It makes me a little sad. And I don't want to be part of the problem. But yeah. Both my cats are indoor cats, and I wouldn't have it any other way. We were going to get another kitten, but I think that's fallen through, and I think it's slightly for the better. I don't think my 2 cats could handle having another sibling. I think our social environment for our cats right now is very nice, and I wouldn't have it any other way at this point. I got scratched by a cat, a bird, bit by a dog, and I still like all of them. Maybe you just lack self-preservation. I've only been hit by one hit. You've been smacked by one cat because it didn't like kids. I have a great track record since I've been in contact with well over 50 cats at this point. You sound like a whore for cats. Huskies are a handful and they pick up on vibes. My husky is really in tune with my father's diabetes and will be kind of catty when she senses it. Otherwise, she'll come to you if she wants attention. That's kind of like my dogs, right? Not my dogs, shit. My cats right now. My cats are very big attention whores. One of my cats has a very strong sense of audacity and like a jumps on tables audacity. When I was studying earlier today, he just kind of jumped on the table and sat down on my MacBook, and I was like, thank you, sir. And the thing is, they're my cats, so I don't really want to move them, but also it's not the most beneficial thing to have him sitting on my MacBook, if you know what I mean. I got bit by dogs since I was a kid, but it was very traumatic, and now I have a fear of dogs. See? Even Prawn gets it. I'm allergic to pets. I have a lot of friends who are allergic to cats and dogs, and they just end up having birds. One of my friends, her parents got birds, and they're like 50 years old. So when they eventually pass away, one of them, like her or her sibling, will be inheriting a bird, and that sounds interesting. I don't know whether I would want to inherit a living animal from someone, but yes, that bird will outlive them, certainly. I like huskies because they are big and look like they lay down the law. What is it? My friend has this really large, like, white dog, and it's very fluffy. I love it. That dog gives the same type of energy. I accepted that scratching and biting are a normal thing for animals. Tie on the table, who would have guessed? I had a pet I had a pet rabbit back in college. Owner ran away instead of even trying to help, and when she was confronted about it, she told she told she has no dog. God damn. Cats have always been my favourite pet, considering I grew up with over 50 different cats over the first 10 years of my life. My bird is meant to live until 70-ish. It's probably going to live through 3, maybe 4 generations. God damn. I'm so happy that my family doesn't have a bird. I don't know if I would ever want to inherit a bird from anyone in my life, to be honest. Girl, how did you read 50? Wait, did I misread 50? Okay. Okay, Nick said closer to 100. No, I've been in contact well over 50 cats at this point. Honestly, maybe closer to well over 100. You wrote 50. What am I meant to do with that? Shay isn't the best at reading, but is working on it actively. Huskies and stuff. What is that? Oh, hello. Hi. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. He shall appear. Hi. Yes, huskies and suffer in the tropical north of Australia because of the heat. Oh, because of the heat, and they can roll around like palm seeds or things like 50. It was the first number. You read like 20 is 50. Oh, my bad. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yes. Oh, 20 cats in the first 10 years. Oh, I see. No, not that. Where are you? Hi. Hi, darling. Do you want up? No? I don't know what he's doing. Couldn't tell you. But yes, they have thick coats. So yeah. See, that's why I wouldn't want to get a big dog, like, that has a lot of fur. Is it me, or, like, I feel a bit ethically responsible if I were to get, like, a very large dog that has a lot of fur? I know that they would still be, part of the universe anyway, but I would feel bad that they would be there anyway, Like, and, like, I chose to do that. I've had so many cats in my life. I think the most at one time was like 15. Yeah, god damn. 15 cats is a lot of cats, dude. Like, that does not sound fun, in my opinion. Had a bunch of fish. I've done the fish thing. A rabbit or two in the early years. I've had 5 dogs in my family, technically. Plus 2 cats and the bird. Damn. I, I've had, what? We've done 2 dogs at one point. We didn't have them together, but we've had 2 dogs in total. 2 cats, and then we've had a bird at one point. Chickens as well, if they count. We're considering ducks, but we didn't want to deal with duck shit, so yes. I don't think we're the most, like, my family's the most interesting. I wanted a snake. I wanted a pet snake for the longest time, but my mother said as long as I live here, I'm not allowed one. So my dreams of ever having a reptile went out the window. Still kind of want one, but I don't think she's pro, like, rats in the freezer or, like, mice in the freezer if we were to have a reptile. I think that's part of the problem, but yes. Also, a bunch of sheep, chickens, geese, turkey, some pigs, and a horse. God damn. And a couple of geckos and a birdie. Ah, I see. And they're all outdoors. My uncle and cousin, opposite sides of the family, both have pet snakes. That's pretty cool. I want a reptile at one point. I was really thinking about it, but like, I want a bird, but I don't think a small cage is fair. Has to be big so they can fly around. I agree with that. I feel like some pet cages are quite inhumane. My family has a farm, remember? Yes, I do know that. I do know that. Indeed. Also, some tree frogs. I was gonna say I don't know why you'd want a pet tree frog, but also the same people can turn around and be like, Shay, why would you want, like, a pet snake? Same energy. Oh, that felt nice. Cracking my neck. Birds are very hard to take care of, and most people don't know the commitment when they're getting one. Yeah, I feel like that with most pets, like rabbits during Easter. All the posts you see where it's like, I'm a long-term commitment. They are long-term commitments. I feel like every parent who gets their child like a pet rabbit just does not get with the program, Like, you walk in, oh, damn, yeah. What is it? My friends with birds, they just kind of let their birds free range around the house. I work as a private tutor, and I've had people's pet birds that aren't in cages. They just kind of sit on your head. I've had several birds who just sit on my head. And because the thing is, I don't know who to tell, I don't really want to touch their bird. So I just kind of, like, teach the child while sitting there with a bird on my head. It's a very uncomfortable experience, but I also feel very bad asking what to do with the bird. I would like a pet snake, but also not sure how a dog or cat would behave around it. Even if the snake is in a cage most of the time. Parrots live up to 80 years and require a lot of enrichment and are really loud, up to 130 decibels. Damn, didn't know that. BRB, going for a cold shower. Enjoy your cold shower. Why is it cold, by the way? I know they should probably take colder showers. It's good for the hair and hair dye and whatever else. And there's like a bunch of health benefits, but I could never, you know? I like my warm showers a little too much these days. A riveting experience, I assume. Haha, get it? Tough crowd. I thought your pun was very charming indeed. Excuse me. Have a good shower. I hope the cold isn't too bad. Nice joke, croaking with laughter. Long time no see, Troom. Indeed. But if you have budgies or something, you need a little reminder pics note. Sorry, my brain is not braining for that at all. My showers are hot enough to make the spots on my thighs turn purple. See, I turn red in the shower. I don't know why you're turning purple in the least offensive way possible. But yes. Also, I want to check something. I wanted to check something. Da 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 da. Where am I looking for it? I don't know where the shit in my own server is, and that I feel like that says a lot about me. Oh, it's over there. Okay, sorry. Hi, what's up? How you doing? I come out like a cooked lobster after a shower. God damn. Okay, how hot are your showers? Because I feel like that's a problem if you're coming out like a cooked lobster. My skin turns purple in the shower sometimes. I just get wrinkly in the shower. Me too, girl. I get wrinkly in the shower as well. Also, I recently accidentally found out I have back acne. I was gonna be like, do you guys want to see? But like, I don't think that's something I'm meant to be like, guys, look at my back acne. I was gonna spin around. I'm like, oh, maybe I should keep that to myself. I recently found out like I have back acne scarring. Like I knew like I had back acne, but I didn't think about the scarring, you know? So that's new. But yes, alongside the like getting wrinkly from the shower. Just lamentated that don't turn the fan on or leave the toilet open. You might kill me. Parts of the right side of my body have really weird patterns and are constantly red. Okay, BRB. I do too. If I'm in the shower longer than 20 minutes, I'm only in the shower that long when I've been rotting or sitting and sat on the floor. Okay, girl, TMI. I'm sorry, is my back acne TMI? I'm sure other people have it too. I doubt it's that TMI. Oh, hey. Oh, my parents are from New Zealand. I'm an Aussie though. It's a thing. Yes. Not sure if Shane knows what TMI is. I don't believe talking about acne is TMI. I think it's a very normal thing. Exactly. It's pretty common. I don't think it should be something. Girl, I'm wearing a tank top right now. My back is literally just like low-key. Like, I literally have to spin. Have you never seen a woman in a tank top? Have you never seen a woman's back before? Girl. Maybe I don't know the concept of TMI. I have scars and stuff all over my back and shoulder blades. Same energy. Again, hypothetically over time scars are meant to fade, but some of them don't fade permanently, if you know what I mean. Also, I got a bit sidetracked. I was looking for something, but yes. Can I look at my own Google form? What is this? I'm assuming no one's really checked the Google form yet, because like I need to yap about it more, blah, 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 blah. Yes. I have some acne on my back, chest, and shoulder, but barely anywhere else. Nick, why didn't you tell me sooner? If you told me you had body acne, like, I would have felt amazing. This sounds like I'm a dick to my moderator, but like his whole thing is like, I don't have acne on my face. Knowing you have body acne makes the playing field just feel a little bit more level in the universe. I'm sorry, I'm just really forgetful. That's part of the problem. Anyway, I'm less upset about that, or upset about your lack of acne, because I know that you suffer in other ways. But yes. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Oh, nope. Let's have a look. Honestly, I believe the... Should I make like a different channel for like Google Forms? Because I still need to make the other Google Forms. I need to study tonight, but that also looks like a fun thing to do, you know? Like set up the other Google Forms for the date one of my mods. I don't believe one of my mods is active right now, so I believe our only options if you guys want to date one of my mods is the wonderful Nick and Noodles right now. Oh, also, talking about Noodles, you can be more of a dick to me. Could the lava showers be a cause? I have zero acne. There's actually one on my chest right now, and I can't touch it too hard or it hurts. Any ideas on how to get rid of it? Exfoliation. Exfoliation, gentle exfoliation, not physical, chemical. My shoulders and chest are also covered in scars and marks. Every another reason why I like keeping covered up because I'm self-conscious about it. If you weren't self-conscious about your body acne, what is the alternative? What is the alternative for men? Slutty tank tops? I must know. Apologies, that's probably a really bad joke to make considering that you are self-conscious. I feel very bad. Apologies. My showers are hot enough that will make me start sweating. Hypothetically, the hot showers should also open up your pores. Give me a second. I'm going to alter something about the lights because I feel like something about the lighting isn't lighting. Like it to light more. Is this too much? Is this too much? Are we mad at this light? Also, it's really warm toned. Oh shit, you guys can't see anything. Look at my, nope, that's too dark. It's gonna be like, look at my lovely lights. Everything's set up via my phone now. I'm quite happy with everything now. But yes, I'm fine with it when I'm needing to go to the beach or pool. Also, Nick, the most, Nick, the most W mod. What's popping? Don't mind me just watching. No, you're all good. You're all good. Don't worry about it. Thin eyelid scars are hard to notice. Are you talking about your eyelid scars? Eyelid scars? Wait, whose eyelid scars? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. But yes, are you in uni? If you're talking, wait, no, you're talking to Noodles? You're talking to Noodles? Okay, you're talking to Noodles. Yeah, Noodles is in uni, yes. He is the future of something. But yes, it takes so long for me to get home. At least you live in the vicinity of uni. Like, if you drove to uni, it wouldn't be an issue other than parking. At least you're in the radius of uni. I will say that. I am quite jealous. Sometimes I wear a singlet, but also that's only when I'm alone or when I'm around someone I trust / feel comfortle / aren't anxious around. Also, yes, Nick is the best one. I have no acne. It's gonna, excuse me. I'm just gonna borrow pineapple. Not pineapples. I'm gonna borrow peanut. I'm just gonna pick you up and I'm gonna put you over there. I'm gonna like, if I had access to Jamie. To all the people who have no acne, this is you right now, emotionally. To me, at least. Oh, you split your eyelid. God damn, dude. I have a friend who has like he has a scar on his eyebrow and he can't grow eyebrow hair in there. I think it's quite interesting as well. But yes. Needed, oh damn. Damn. And pay $30 a day? I mean, $30 a day is awful, but also I'm just saying that you're near uni enough that like you can drive in. He's in timeout. What is the reason behind the title? Needed a gossip with Luke about it. Oh, wait, shit. That's why I recommend your username. Recognize. TLDR. TLDR, I accidentally soft launched one of my friends. So I got dumped recently and I hang out with my friends. One of my friends, he's a hairy white guy. He looks like my ex. That's unrelated, but it's tea because someone else hit me up because they're like, oh my god, you're dating again? Anyway, my point is when I like yapping about things at uni and we both have our lunch break, I will just like flop on his lap and I'll like spill all my tea, right? And I was like, I'm gonna take a photo because I look great right now. Normally I like steal the like safety glasses off his head and put them on my head because I think I look great. I'm a bit self-conceited right now, let me have this. Anyway, TLDR, I took a good photo of myself and like he was eating and it's like I'm not gonna tell him like move your food and your hands away from my phone screen because I need to take a really good selfie right now. So I took the photo, I was like, damn, I look really good. And I posted the selfie because I was like, damn, I look really good. And I didn't realize it gave soft launch energy and I fear it has caused quite the stir amongst a lot of people. Hence, yes, that is the tea that I must gossip to Luke about eventually. Do you want to pass it on? So yes, has Ali been banned today? I don't believe Ali has been banned today. So I will do that now. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, we have successfully banned Ali. But yes, thank you for the reminder. I'm very forgetful. Shay will probably do it right after reading this. She did. But yes, that is the TLDR of my tea, I suppose. I don't think it's that much tea, but it's just a little bit of tea. Also, I want to stream later than 8, but also I have a lot of cleaning to do and I have a lot to organize for the next few days. Sounds logical. Indeed, it is quite logical. The problem is people just can't not make comments about things. I believe that's a very big problem, that people just make comments about things and they don't really need to make comments about things. But they do anyway, and that's just something we need to live with. Shay, you need to clean, study, and sort out other stuff. I have hair dye with me. I'm gonna dye my own hair because my roots are growing out and shit's expensive. What was I gonna say? I was thinking about doing it tonight. I was thinking about, like, I've had a shitty day today. You know what would be good? Dye my own hair. But I know not to do that because that's kind of dumb, and also I can't see the back of my head. And also parting my hair cleanly would be a pain in the ass. So I'm not going to do it, but know that I did think about it. Problem, Shay, yep. People are nosy. They are nosy. And because of the whole, like, crash out about, like, the photo, like, one of my friends' friends contacted him and he's like, that's kind of weird that you put that photo up. Because he reposted it on his story because I tagged him because it's, like, his arm and whatever in the photo. And I feel really bad because it just kind of spiraled. And yeah. I've dyed hair before. Bleach doesn't smell great. I know it kind of smells like arse. But, you know, we're just going to go out my hair anyway. I have to spend, like, a good chunk of time dividing. We already talked about this, but, like, the black from the blonde parts, that's gonna be fun. Also, I've been washing exclusively the top half of my hair, so the bottom half of my hair can be quite oily and sad. So when I dye it, hopefully my head, you know, is not sad and, you know, burns away because there's a lack of natural hair oil on my scalp. So yes, I did wash exclusively the top half of my hair. I'm hoping that that hasn't fucked with the bottom. So what I had to do was, like, I tied up the top half, I split the bleach from the not bleach, and I had the bottom half of my hair. And then I tied up the bottom half of my hair, let down the top half, and then dunked my head like this in the shower. It was very, very interesting, to say the least. When I was in year 12, I wanted to shave my head and dye it like Frank Ocean. Why not do it now? This is why you don't just repost stories unless you're properly set in stories. Facepalm. Let her live. She's not behind on anything. What am I? Technically, I am, because a lecture came out today that I haven't done my notes for, and a lecture came out Thursday that I haven't done my notes for. But I'm up to date with my midterm studies. I'm prepped for my midterm studies. So yes, I'm gonna probably sit down tonight and work on that lecture that came out yesterday. She was saying she wanted to dye her hair tonight because of the stuff today. That's what the message was about. She is behind. I am kind of behind, but it's not. Oh shit, Ali, we need a we need a unthing Ali. Shit. Wait, did someone already unban Ali for me? Because it doesn't show that Ali is banned. I'm a bit confused. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay. Did it do anything, or? Why don't you let me do it myself? I'm never gonna learn if you do it for me. I'm gonna pout about it, but I'm not gonna do much about it in that regard at all. But yes. Oh, that felt nice. I just had to, like, I don't know if, can you guys hear that when I, like, click my neck? It feels very nice, I will say that. But yes. How do I, like, change? I clicked on something and I'm a bit confused. Okay, can we just, like, just gonna move that. Nope. I clicked on something. Let's have a look. Hey, Shay. Not out on a date tonight. Since when have I ever been out on a date? Never. So yes. In a lecture that was just today. Yeah. I don't know. I want to be on top of my shit for this weekend. I also have a lab report due that I haven't made a move on, but I was hoping to get some help on that, possibly tomorrow. So yes. Also, I feel like this whole hustle culture of, like, you have to be on top of everything is very toxic. like from a like social perspective of us being humans and feeling rushed for time, I would take you out if I was lucky enough to. How old are you? How old are you? Skeptical of people on the internet. I'm behind on plenty of shit because I'm kind of just giving up. I can't talk about that because I'm also kind of just giving up, but I'm still pulling myself through it. So I have no advice for you. My only advice is that please don't give up too hard. I sent it. Oh my god, wait. On the topic of giving up, I sent my parents a text message last night. I need to read this goddamn text message. It was a very like interesting exchange with my parents. Where is it? I sent it to my father. Where is it? Where is it? I'm looking for it. What was it? I messaged my mother last night because I was out for dinner with some friends. I was like, I'm done with everything now. Because she's like, when are you coming home? I'm like, I'm done with everything now. Apparently, me saying I'm done with everything now warrants enough concern that everyone's like, you know, very worried for me. Apparently, that says a lot about my mental space. But yes. Do you ask because you think I'm old? I ask because there are a lot of creeps on the internet and I'm kind of scared. But yes, I told my mother I'm done with everything now. And then she asked more about it. She was very worried, and I got a phone call from my father. It's nice to know that I'm cared for. I have to be on top of things best I can, considering I have more than just my own stuff to sort/help with. I kind of love reading out some of the chat with like the voices because I get to be a little bit dramatic. Also, thank you for the follow. I very much appreciate it. Also, because if I'm not on top of stuff, I can't exactly work as much. I'm finished with dinner and stuff. I'm sorry that didn't come to my mind. First thing that came to my mind was to be like, what was it? First thing that came to my mind was like, I'm just done. I'm done with everything. Like dinner and social stuff, and yes. If time isn't standardized, being on time is a rough estimate. Indeed it is. Age doesn't mean someone isn't a creep. That is fair. I don't know. It's my first filter when I check someone, you know? You know. How's stream so far? Stream is going pretty good. It's gonna wrap up soon. I'm gonna be honest and say that I've been itching to fix my eye makeup for the last like maybe like 15 minutes, but I feel bad if I leave the stream to go get what I wanted to get to fix it. So I'm just kind of, oh wait, shit, I'm so dumb. I had the brush with me all along. Sorry. I'm gonna fix it now. But yes, I'm feeling a bit better. Shay, do you happen to have your own boat? I do not. I do not. But yes, I can't really tell how old people are on the internet, and I don't want to fucking find out. So yes. Oh, thank you. I appreciate who anonymously tipped $10. I oh, and it updated itself. Thank you for tipping $10 to the Umbrella Fund. I very much appreciate it. Damn was meant to put my name. Thank you, Death from Fish. I appreciate it. That will be going to the collective umbrella fund because me and my lovely mod Nick both need an umbrella. That is why it's so heinously high, if you're wondering why the umbrella fund is that high. Being on time so scheduled is an annoyance for me at the moment due to others. Someone was late for lunch today, which already delayed on purpose because I knew they'd be late, and they were still later. Thank you. I appreciate it, Death from Fish. You don't have to. I put the donation option there because I'm a student and, you know, saving extra is always appreciated, but I don't have high expectations for donations, so I do appreciate it just a little extra when people do donate. Thank you so much. Yes, and Nick does need a lot more than an umbrella. I believe Nick needs a second monitor right now because his new PC is really cool, but his new PC is so new that his old monitor won't work for his new PC. Also, I do want to say that, like, with my eye makeup, I focus on one eye that you tend to see and not the other one, which is very, very funny to me. But yes, You didn't have to. You didn't have to. Death from Fish. You didn't have to. Also, I still need to come up with a better like nickname for you because like Death from Fish is too long, and calling you Fishy feels weird, and calling you Death feels really angsty. I feel like I'm in like my like angsty music phase again. I can't like call you something angsty. It makes me feel bad. Honestly, Nick, if you start streaming, shove that list on your streams and see if people can help you. I'm too old for you, probably. Most probably you are. Most likely you are, which is why I tend to ask how old are people when they're like, I want to take you out on a date. And I'm like, sir, ma'am, how old are you? I like when people know they're too old for me. I do think that's quite respectful. Also, what is it? Hi, what's up? That user, I saw a user and they just followed me, and I want to say that I'm very much judging your user. I can't tell if your user's like that because you want streamers to read out your username, or like, yes, or if you're actually here to join our chat. I think it is quite funny all round, you know? Oh, posture check. Oh, okay, so apparently they do want to be more apparent. Or, anyway, gave them 10 minutes on top of the 15 they already had, and they were 15 minutes later. That's a total. Okay, 40 minutes later is insane. Plus some stuff from the other. Yeah, I can't comment. I'm generally a late person. Fish or fishy or deathy. Deathy feels a bit silly. Deathy also feels like a little silly. I don't know if I want to call you Deathy either. I don't mean to be weird, but can you rate my Insta? I need to. Okay, actually, I'm so down to do that. Send me your Insta. What is your Insta? That actually is really up my alley. That is actually really up my alley. That is not weird. I love nosing around people's social medias. Please send me your Insta. I call him Death from Frog. I get that I'm always early and it annoys me waiting. Girl, I am a man. No one is buying shit for me. I don't like that energy. I don't like that energy, Nick. That is not a good energy. Just because you're a man. Wait, never mind. That's the wrong energy. I thought the energy was like, I'm not like. Oh, never mind. I thought the energy was like, I'm a man and I'm self sufficient. No, I was good. Okay, never mind. The energy was like, okay, yeah, because people buy things for hot girls on the internet. Oh, I was about to bark up the wrong tree. I'm lucky I caught myself before I embarrassed myself a bit too much. But yes, yes, but not everyone cares about age. But anyway, never mind. Like that gives like the energy of like, sorry, I just have to. I'm just in a mood. But yes, my cousin travels with the biggest house DJ in Australia. If anyone's in Sydney, I can get you free entry to those events. God damn. I rocked up 30 minutes early for something other way. Uh-huh. I'm getting roasted by 9. Thank you very much. If you want to name drop me. What's up? Me. You should stalk mine too. Drop your instas. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Let me have a look. Okay, we are stalking. We are stalking on the Instagram. I have so many Instagrams at this point. You just got to find one of my accounts and, you know, be a bit nosy like that. I think it's quite funny. Wait, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm not very good at concealing facial expressions at all. Let's look for profiles. Let's have a look. Okay, let's look at the profiles. It's private, so I'm not going to stalk yours. If it's public, I will stalk yours. Let's go to Jamie's because Jamie's is pretty cool. Wait, give me a second. There is. I really like Jamie's. It's always aesthetic and it's good. It's full of good photography. I really like it. It looks really nice. I'm shocked there's not more photos on it, to be honest. Like, I went to scroll through Jamie's Instagram account, and I was expecting to, like, have to scroll and scroll. But there's shockingly not a lot on there, which kind of makes me sad, just in a small way. He has a lot of, highlights, though. Let's nose around the highlights. I don't know if he's a music guy for highlights, so we're just going to turn our volume on our phone down, and we're going to see... let's have a look. Okay, so some of the highlights are loaded. They're really good photos though. I know he edits all his photos. He's not like a casual photographer and like a take a photo with my phone. He's like I'm gonna edit it type of photo, you know? But yes, where am I? I'm a bit lost. I'm a bit lost. Where am I going? But yes, no, I meant because I'm a man, no one's buying something for me. Felt like not name dropping you shit. I think it's obvious. Like, 9 thinks he's really fucking subtle with his shit, but he is the furthest from subtle ever. Like, I'm sorry, dude, but you are not subtle at all. Yes, mine's private. Would you still stalk? See, the thing is, then I have to follow you and that becomes a thing. If you make your account public for a little bit, I will stalk it, but if not... Oh, wait, no, Brendan! Shit. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I will continue to call you Brendan because we already had this chat already. My brain doesn't brain sometimes. I'll make it public. Just wait. Okie dokes, make your account public then. Let's have a look. When it becomes public, I'll have a stalk. Oh, nice, it is public. Okay, let's have a look. So, what do you want to know? Is it like the photos or like the vibes? What type of review do you want? Because I could be brutal, but I don't also want to be an asshole. But yes. Yes, I'm a pro stalker. Also, stream ends in 9 minutes. Okay, so you know. Oh, I see. She has a very expressive face. If she has an opinion, let's not out my opinion. I deleted my old one, but made it public. Okay, give me a second. Let me have a look. Unless I'm already following you. Okay, so what are we going for? Guess. Okay, firstly, let's look at the first photo. The first photo, it needs to be cropped. It needs to be zoomed. It needs to be cropped. That's my first critique. The first photo you have. Haven't even listened to the song. I would have zoomed in on the photo when I would have posted it, and I would have rotated it just a little bit. Furthermore, your photos in that photo dump is literally you standing in the same position but slightly moving your hands. You should have posted a few more photos of like the environment because it looks really vibey. You should have done that in my opinion. But yes. Next one. Okay, photo. Same thing again. You just post the same photo of yourself. Like, you don't post anything else with the photos. If you're going to do a photo dump, you need to include other things in your photo dump, you know? They're not inherently bad photos. It's just, you know. Let's have a look. See, in the random one from February the 11th, I wouldn't have, like, posted like that with the, like, collage look. I think it looks messy, especially the white borders. Let's have a look. Again, photo's not straight. It's just a weird pet peeve. Like, if you're going to do a photo where there is, like, a clear foreground and background, and, like, that line cutting through it, it must be straight. Unless there's an object that gives it a reason to not be straight. Yeah, there's so many photos that aren't straight of a football field. Okay, and I don't know how I feel about, like, collages. Like, if you do a collage where it's, like, photo, and it's, like, not layered or something, it just doesn't hit. Also, bye, Psycho. Have a good evening. Well, enjoy your lurking at least. Give me a second. Gatekeep things from my psych. Yeah, you shouldn't gatekeep things from your psych. Okay, again, it's the angling. Why are all these photos on an angle? Okay, yeah, that's my review. That's my review. I believe someone else dropped their Insta. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't want to become like a professional asshole, by the way. Gamer. And does it, okay, cool. Let's have a look. Why white? Why do we have these white borders around everything? I feel like I see what you were going for, but like the lack of consistency is hurting. Like, collectively I understand it, but like the consistency is not it. It feels messy, in my opinion. It just kind of feels messy. I see what you're trying to do, but like the execution feels a bit odd. And because you haven't like committed to your execution, where some photos aren't, and then some of them aren't sent in, it just feels like a lot. And then also the high contrast photos between light and dark. Oh, your hair's red now. Oh, nice. Sorry. What is it? Where am I? I take photos on my Insta. Okay, wait. Am I late? Early. I'm early. I'm late. I'm confused. But yes. Okay. That was my comb through of two people's Instagrams. Thank you for joining me. I thought it was quite interesting. I apologize if I was a bit too judgy. But yes, I don't say a lot of things to my psych because she is very focused on my anxiety and studies rather than other things. What do you mean by studies? What do you mean by studies? Could you elaborate on that more in the 3 minutes we have left? Ugh. I swear the front of my hair is just so goddamn oily, but I haven't done anything for it to be oily at all. But yes. She also thinks I have friends. Maybe you should tell her that you feel like you don't have any friends. Because I feel like that is an important milestone to tell your psych. 2 minutes till stream ends. Okie doke. So we will be heading off in 2 minutes. Do we have a raid prepared, by the way? I don't feel like I have friends. I just, I strongly believe you need to try to talk to your psych about this next time. Have you tried journaling? It's a weird thing, but Noodles recommended it to me, and it's weirdly helpful in my opinion. But yes. Also, did you read DMs? I have not read your DMs yet. I will read after. Bro, can I pull? What do you mean? What are you trying to pull? I'm a bit confused. But yes, do we have a raid sorted out? Because I need to click the end button soon. I forget that I need to stick around for raids, but I don't think I'll wait. Yeah, I don't think I'll stick around for this one. Also, I'm kind of hungry, so I'm going to have dinner as well. Oh, we do. Thank you. Apologies, Nick. I got a bit lost in the fold. What are you trying to pull? I'm still confused. Shay, they're asking if they would be able to get girls. Oh, see, I can only provide a, subjective opinion from my angle, but personally, I think you could, like, in a general sense. It depends what type of person you're trying to pull, but probably. Not from the Insta alone, because I'm just a bit more judgmental than most people, but, you know, you could. What's for dinner? I believe it is lamb chops that I have yet to cook. I'm also going to figure out what other form of vegetable I'm going to shop with them. Not sure yet, because I am home alone right now. I'm going to say that because I'm assuming you guys don't know where I live and you're not going to come and stalk and murder me. And I believe my parents are out because they're like, we want to go for drinks together, so they're out. Which is why I have this drink. Which is why I was given this drink, because my father is just going out to have a drink elsewhere. I know my Insta is not that good, but I mean from the looks perspective. Oh, okay, so from your face. Oh, it is 8 p.m. Give me a second. Actually, no, it's probably not good if I sit here and, like, look at someone's facial features. I'm like, I don't know how I feel. I feel like that's probably not a healthy thing for me to do. Anyway, Shay is left with all the Coke. Indeed she is. She is left with all the diet? I think it's Coke Zero. I believe it's Coke Zero. Indeed. Anyway, so this is a good night from me. I hope everyone has a lovely evening. I won't make the mouse click noise. I'll use the stream deck, which I stretch my arm all the way over here to click. Oh, shoot, I clicked on something. Okay, so I will click the ending screen. And I hope everyone has a good evening. And I need an extension cord. Do they make USB-C to USB-C extension cords? Because I do need to know. And also, I hope the raid goes well, because I will not... I should be there for it. Give me a second. I will go jump over here to the Twitch channel, and hopefully it doesn't blast my own voice, because that would be very, very scary. Okay, we're not on audio right now, so I'm trying to do this with my left hand. I feel very dumb. Okay. Audio is still on, and that hurt my soul just a little bit. So I will be here as part of the raid to say, hey, my name is Shay, and I'll probably go. So I hope everyone has a good evening. I'm going to go click the button, and I will see everyone perhaps on Sunday. If I'm being very honest, I'm feeling very overwhelmed right now, so my stream schedule might be everywhere. I apologize to people who really need routine, but I'm feeling very, very everywhere right now. So I will hopefully see everyone on Sunday. I hope everyone has a lovely evening or a good morning.